Hull City tonight make 2 changes to their team, which could only get a point against Huddersfield. Louis Coyle is brought into the back 4. Christie doesn't drop out though, he moves up into the right wing position. Aaron Connolly makes his full debut tonight here at Bramall Lane, so it's a complete swap of the wingers that started against Huddersfield as Smith and Longman drop out. Ingram in goal, Coyle, Jones, McLaughlin, Greaves the back 4, Seri and Doherty together in midfield. Slater returns to Bramall Lane for a second time and takes up the number 10 role with Christie and Connolly either side of him. Oscar Estepinian up top. And the bench for Hull City: Timothy Latatala, Callum Elder, Ryan Woods, Ryan Longman, fellow former Sheffield United man and Sheffield-born Tyler Smith, Benjamin Tete and Ozan Tufan. The noise inside Bramall Lane is certainly a few decibels higher than other grounds this season. And Sheffield United on the move down the right-hand side. Doherty nips in just before the penalty area to intercept the ball. Gets it back again before clearing away down the right-hand side. Oscar gets bumped off the ball. There's 1 or 2 appeals on the park for a free kick. Nothing coming. Sheffield United now into the penalty area. Jebbison, ball pops nicely to him. Sheffield United go in front early on just his second start in a red and white shirt, his last coming on the opening day. He shows his manager Paul Heckingbottom why he should be in the team more often. Sheffield United cutting in from the right hand side. Oscar went down, no free kick, the faintest of protest, it was never going to be given. And Sheffield United, with a couple of first time passes, worked it into the penalty area where Iliman Ndiaye slotted it through to Daniel Jebbison, who from 7 yards out just taps it into the back of the net. The centre half got forward and Amatoric. Jebbison supplies the finishing touch. Hull City have come to Sheffield United for the 19th time this season. Sheffield United strike the front. They've won every game. Are they going to stay that way for the next 86 minutes? Seri trying to bring the ball in on the centre circle, gives it away. Jebbison finds Iliman Ndiaye. The 2 strikers putting pressure on the back line of Hull City, but the Tigers escape with Greaves now able to travel forward. Up to Slater on halfway. Seri will float the ball out to the far touchline from my commentary position. It's now swung back over to Christie. He's got to head it back awkwardly to Coyle, who's just past the halfway line on this near touchline. And Paul Heckingbottom, the Sheffield United manager, already patrolling his touchline. So too Liam Rossigna. He'll be delighted that his team have gone 1-0 up after 4 minutes. Some people say that you can score too early in football. Hull City have got plenty of time to repair this setback. The ball will roll through to Oscar, pokes it through for Connolly. He's onside. He takes the shot on, but Fotheringham saves it. Now the defence bellow at the linesman on this near touchline because they felt Connolly, who was inside the area left side, had overstepped the mark, and he'll be disappointed. And Sean McLaughlin can't get a necessary touch as Sheffield United regain possession. It's Sander Burge over on the far side, now playing the ball into the feet of Iliman Ndiaye. Footwork between him and Jebbison on the edge of the area. Hull City will clear, and Oscar is going to try and unleash Aaron Connolly. Fotheringham's come all the way to the midpoint of his own half, and that ball has gone straight forward, up to the other end, into the penalty area, and Iliman Ndiaye puts his hands on his face as Jayden Bogle was the recipient of the long booming ball forward from Fotheringham. It was behind the defence, gathered by Bogle. His touch planted the ball into the ground, but Alfie Jones was on hand to be able to stop Bogle from making it 2-0 as they look to keep the Hull City defence from getting to the ball. making it as difficult as possible. The corner comes in, it'll be delivered from the other side. There's a few jumps in the air. It's going to be scrambled away by Hull City from the near post from my vantage point. Gathered on the edge of the area. It's back towards Jayden Bogle, the man who's made the set piece opportunity happen. Sheffield United in the area. It's with Ndiaye, plays it across. Oh, Ingram called upon as the cross came in. There'll be a goal kick though, because it's come off a man in red and white last. But Sheffield United piling a bit of pressure on now that they have seized the initiative. Sheffield United have the ball just in their back line at the moment. Egan playing the ball right towards Ahmed Zodic. He will send the ball darting forward to Bogle. He's met it with momentum as well. He twists inside of Regan Slater at the byline into the penalty area. McLaughlin gets a very necessary touch. There was 3 waiting in red and white. Then a shot from a way out. That time it was from Tommy Doyle taking the opportunity on. And Ingram is forced to tip it around his left-hand post. Doyle went for glory from a long way out. Was it going out of play anyway? Ingram wanting to make sure. Hull City still had to stay on guard. Well, they're going to have to stay on guard again here, because Burge now is coming down the middle and he plays it to Jefferson, who will stand the ball up for the Norwegian, which drifts wide of the target. Multi-million-pound signing, who has been heavily linked with the top clubs in Italy. Almost had a pair of goals after netting the second goal against the Tigers at the MKM Stadium. It was a nice ball and Burge really should hit the target from there. And Sander Burge was the one wanting to take the throw, but Paul Heckingbottom and Stuart McCall in the technical area and bellowing at them to swap over, even though there was no long throw. It's chipped back out to Bogle on the right wing. Bogle now trying to play it smartly into the area. It could be trouble. It's not for now. There's going to be a shot coming. 20 yards out, Tommy Doyle deflected behind for a corner. And Sheffield United with a cute little through ball into the penalty area in that build-up, and it was from Bogle who did it. He side-footed it behind the defence. Seri tried to get back. Ingram was beaten. McLaughlin, though, was in the way in the 6-yard box, and Hull City could only clear as far as Doyle took the shot on. Sheffield United have a throw-in down near their own final third. And they still lead by 1-0. Hull City will win the ball back on halfway. Tufan. Tete fancies it from an awfully long way out. In between 30 and 35 yards, and he didn't strike it as cleanly as he would want. The ball drifts away from goal. But Tete trying his damnedest. Sheffield United have made 2 changes. They've decided to go for the experienced Billy Sharp up top. Ellen Ndiaye still there. And then a change in midfield with Ben Osborne coming onto the pitch instead of Tommy Doyle. Neither of them have been able to make an impact so far, but Paul Heckingbottom has decided that he is going to make changes now, because he needs to react to the fact that Hull City are trying to finish as strong as they can here at Bramall Lane, as Oscar receives the ball on the halfway line. He plays it back into the defence for McLaughlin. Elder. Hull City with a very wide shape to them. Seri now finds Christie. Longman trying to peel back towards him, and he gets the ball and he darts past Lowe. Longman now will deliver into the area looking for Oscar, who went charging in. Longman can chip it into the box again. It's going to fall to Elder. He heads it down. Connolly then delivers into the box, and a scrambling defence. The ball will go to Christie on the edge. Now Longman delivers, and Foderingham pouches. But listen again to the Sheffield United fans, frustrated after leading after 4 minutes. Their team are starting to look like a team that could throw this away. Here at Bramall Lane, Hull City have not won here since Liam Rosenior played for Hull City. So to Andy Dawson, and they both will have fingers and toes crossed here. With 6.5 minutes to go, Seri is on this free kick, which is about 7 yards away from the corner of the 18-yard box. It's got tasty though inside the penalty area. Benji Tete, I think, has reacted to pushing and shoving. Darren Bond is keeping a safe distance, but the amount of testosterone and adrenaline that's currently in the fuel of these players. A red card has come out. Is that for Benji Tete? I think it might be. The red card has been shown. They were just showing it on the big screen. And Benji Tete, with his shirt over his eyes, who was an incredibly influential player from the bench, shakes his head in disbelief. But one moment of ill temperament has reduced Hull City down to 10 men. Hull City have had the majority of the possession in this second half, and they've created some chances. They've not tested Fotheringham anywhere near enough though. Ball is back with Norwood, sent down the line looking for Ben Osborne, who's got all that energy still. Not been on the pitch very long. Longman gives it away. Osborne again from that right side, delivers, it's over Billy Sharp's head. Bogle, what a connection! What a save though from Ingram. And then Connolly, well, it's going to be a free kick again. It was a bit of a clumsy coming together between he and Bogle. There's been plenty of red cards here at Bramall Lane this season. The Sheffield United fans want to see Connolly dismissed, even though he barely touched him.